I got some family members that I consider loyal, man. I can always count on them coming to my room and checking me out. And if they don't come to my room, they ain't come to my replays. Hey, people on replay, I know you're gonna check this out on replay. Thank you for coming to the replay. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know, they said there ain't nothing like the real thing. This is the real thing right here. We're live. We're live, baby. Sometimes I make myself laugh. So please forgive me. Forgive me. But it's raining, and I do have to cook me something. You know what I'm saying? I do have to cook. Um, so when I end this broadcast, I'll probably go and start cooking, and I might start cooking early. You know, but I appreciate the broadcast. The broadcast was initially talking about what's the difference between being selfish and being spoiled. There's actually a difference. Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing? I'm on my phone. That's why you look so small, man.
Thank you. I feel small.
No, I don't feel small.
I like I'm a tiny man.
No. Don't.
Put inside your birdhouse, just a smidgen of a human being. But
No.
okay. When you have people like yourself in here with a name like 2 Extra, I feel tiny. It's okay.
No. Don't feel tiny. Big to you, man.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I mean, at that time you can actually sit on my right side, be my conscience.
Oh yeah, remember that used to be like the Flintstones. They used to do that.
That Flintstones was good. They had a little devil on one side. And
yes,
Bedrock.
There was always adult humor in there. Disney does that too.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But I love this song, Bedrock. There's a town I know called Bedrock. Twist.
Yes. I also love that they had the honorable water buffaloes. Do you remember that? And that was supposed to be like Masonic. Yeah, and he was a water buffalo. Good old Freddie Flintstone. I think Barney was too. But I love that you're being a good example for your son. That's good. That's tough.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. In this era right now where there's so much stuff and so many people want to do so much bad stuff and they want to corrupt, try to teach him what's right. Or, like I said, he's trying to find himself. So I'm trying to give him a chance to find himself before I ain't actually, step in. Hopefully he made the right decision. As a young man coming to a man, it's good that you find yourself and know what your values are and what you stand for on your own. You can't stand for what I stand for. I can't teach you to be a man.
Tony D, there's a real man. Do you want to hear synchronicity? Okay. Yeah. I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, on my little iPad here, True Armor comes up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's we're all interconnected. It's all part of the brotherhood here. It's getting fun here on Haps. You should join. I was talking about Haps today in a LinkedIn conversation with some, I would say, bigwig type of guys that have really made it. And I could tell by the way they looked at when I said Haps, they just looked at me like, huh? What?
Yeah.
What did he just say? What is that? Is he okay?
They do. Yeah, I mean, I love Haps. I love the content. That's why I'm over here. I only go places and stay where I love. I only go to here, and I'm on here, and I'm on Twitch every now and then, but I'm on here more than anything, and I'm on Clubhouse.
We're pixelating like crazy here today. Do you notice? I wonder if it'll be like that on the broadcast. I find it's not stable if you're on the phone, and your phone gets hot. Oh, hey, there's Helga.
She welcome to come up here. I always like to hear her. I mean, she welcome to come up here if she like. Heavenly Dew.
Yes.
She welcome to come up here. Anybody down there, you're welcome to come up here if you want to.
I've formed some very strong relationships on apps, and I love what someone said the other day, and it was Yuki, and Yuki said, we are almost like on a reality show.
Yes.
Like Big Brother. We're all in this small house, and there's going to be at times when people don't get along. Yeah. When you live in close quarters. And I thought that was such an insanely good analogy. Heavenly Dew has been around since the beginning, and she's an ambassador. One of my favorite people, and sometimes we butt heads, is Edward and I, as he's got Edward Lynn there. He's a great guy. Me being a spiritual guy and him being, a true Christian, I'm kind of out there, I think, for him. But we get along. I really like him, his foundation, who he is as a person. And I find that with you too. I think we're all just doing our best.
Yeah. That's it. I've been doing this for 7 years on many different, but I enjoy this app. It's back to the basics to me, where it's content.
Mm-hmm.
It's not politics on here. On these other apps, it become politics, and they start doing all that aggressive working and all that other stuff. That, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a man. I'm a real man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I enjoy looking at that from time to time, but it's more to bring into the table than that. You got to show me that you got something else in your body to offer.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more going on with us than just the packaging, right?
Yes.
And I think people are starting to realize that there's something with consciousness and mindfulness in the universe, and that we are all interconnected. And when we speak or do bad things to each other, we're really indirectly being unkind to ourselves.
True. I agree. That's like saying our worst enemy is out there. Like, let's take me lifting weights. I can lift weights and I can see no difference in my body, but you can come along and say, man, actually you're getting big. But I didn't see that. I don't see myself getting big. And that's the way that's the way we go with our life. We don't see ourselves doing good, or we don't see ourselves doing bad. We're doing bad. Someone sometimes have to point it out, or we have to almost hit rock bottom when it comes to bad. We'll realize we're doing something bad. And that's when the humble process is. Sometimes God has to sit us down and humble us, so we won't realize. So we realize that what we're doing is actually wrong.
I think it's daily practices. I think daily disciplines. That's the difference between success and failure, and just staying in the game long enough.
Yes.
In anything, most people give up too soon. It takes 10 years to have mastery in anything, or 10,000 hours. I think it's 10 years or 10,000 hours. I think that's what I've heard. If you're a slow learner like me, it's probably 20,000 hours, but we'll get there.
Oh, you sell yourself too short, man. You're the man. You're the man.
You're the man. Thank you. I appreciate that. But it can be tough out here. You know what I mean? You gotta have a great foundation within yourself. So when the winds of change blow, or people are, not necessarily respectful to you, you can withstand the bull.
You got it. You got it, Helder. Come on up.
So do you have a piece of advice for parenting? Like, we've been the last 2 days talking about marriage on my show. We've been talking about, is marriage an old concept? Should we really put our love in the hands of the government? That's what some people have said. Do you really need a license to feel what you feel? There's a knowing and loving. You don't necessarily have to have a ring on your finger. I'm very traditional, so I love all those things. So I totally bought into the dogma, I guess, of it. Yeah. I'm not quite the white picket fence, but hell of a question, Tony D. He's always stirring stuff, man. He's got a stick. He's doing this right now.
Now, I'm old-fashioned like you. I like the paper that said that that I belong to somebody. Because I feel like sometimes if you don't have something to say that you belong to somebody, you know what I'm saying? You'd be freelancing all over the place. Let a dog, DMX said, let a dog roam, he'll find his way home. Why should you roam if you're already married? If this woman, when you say you married this woman, she's supposed to have everything that you're looking for in a woman.
Helga. There you go. There's a woman.
There she is.
There she is.
Everything
We made it.
what
We
she
could not
needs.
get her to come up last night. She must have went up and down 50 times trying to get in my broadcast.
Yeah, I know.
That was crazy. You weren't the only one that did that too. I had problems with Sweet Pea and somebody else. I wonder if the network last night they were working on it. Because late at night,
Probably.
sometimes they'll shut down the servers. You know what I mean, and run on less, thinking there isn't as many people on. Thing on Haps is there's tons of people on late at night.
Yeah, true.
Go ahead, Helga. Sorry, hon.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, how you doing, Queen?
I'm doing fantastic.
I love to hear that.
Bombastic.
I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Helga, do you think marriage is an old concept?
Yes.
And why is that?
Up Sunday smoke.
You don't need to be married to be
I didn't hear the last part. You need to be married to be what?
and marriage.
You
What?
don't need to be married? I think she said you don't need to be married.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what? I'll drop down because I don't think your phone's going to be able to handle all three of us. But I'll bolt.
No, you don't. You didn't have to do that. I mean, it should.
You don't have to leave.
I got an iPhone 12 Plus. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It should hold that up here. You know, and then some. And I'm on the #1 network. You know what I'm saying? Verizon.
Okay.
So I mean.
Okay.
So
is this the 5G?
Yes, the 5G. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is this the 5G that we are communicating on?
Yes. Yes.
That should be faster and more whatever.
Yeah, I gotta open up the door. Yeah.
And look.
It's a little hot. So why you don't think we need?
Okay.
I want to hear more